is SportsCenter.
Welcome to SportsCenter. It's your host, Jonathan, coming at you with AGS Super Bowl number 5 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. We don't start with the game. We're going right to who's in attendance for this one, including none other than Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, including Floyd Mayweather in his big furry gray coat and nice red hat. We've got Jimmy Fallon sitting, ready to enjoy this one, and including Bradley Cooper looking confused as ever, wearing an Eagles shirt to a Super Bowl game, not even featuring them. We get this one started with the Cleveland Browns opening up the ball just 1 minute into the game, and we've got our first interception. It's an interception for the Minnesota Vikings as they take that ball right back down to the 30-yard line. Fast forward to 3rd and 8 when Jared Goff is unable to complete a critical third down conversion. That leads to a Vikings field goal. Ensuing Browns drive, we got a 36-yard hookup from Baker Mayfield. He pushes the Browns downfield. Baker Mayfield looking to make the magic continue, but he's going to get dragged down for a huge loss that's going to set the Browns back. On the ensuing Minnesota Vikings drive, Stephon Diggs hooks up with Jared Goff for the 67-yard touchdown as he's going to go all the way. With the Browns down 10-3, they're going to lean on their quarterback, Baker Mayfield, look to make some magic happen. He's going to toss it deep down the sideline, but he's going to miss his receiver just by a few feet. The Browns will switch the game plan up, put the ball on the ground, give it to Dion Hood, who's going to stumble, rumble, and bumble his way down into Vikings territory. That'll set up a Browns field goal to make it 10-6 Minnesota. Jared Goff and the Vikings would respond when Goff hooks up for a critical third down conversion, hitting his receiver on a curl route. That's going to set up a few more first down opportunities in which Dalvin Cook is going to eventually punch it in from 19 yards out on a crazy spin move to get in the end zone to put the Vikings up 17-6.
Is we ready?
That would lead to an awkward halftime moment as Ja Rule was the chosen halftime performer. Ja didn't know the lyrics to his song and came out in a Bucks jersey for some reason, not realizing that this was the Super Bowl. Moving on to the third quarter, as the Minnesota Vikings are going to open up with Jared Goff, but he's going to fumble it on a sack, setting up the Cleveland Browns in great field position. After an impressive 3-down goal line stand, Baker Mayfield, 4th and 1, is going to look for the slant, but he's going to get picked off by Mike Hughes, who's going to return this ball close to midfield, setting the Vikings up in excellent field position. After the Browns coughed it up, the Vikings are going to give it right back as Cleveland linebacker Oren Burks is going to pick it off and bring that ball back up into Vikings territory. On the ensuing play, Baker Mayfield, play action pass to the flat to Antonio Callaway, seldom used. He's going to make two guys miss. He's got an 80 spin move. It looked like 130 as Cleveland Browns have scored a touchdown and have made this game 17-15. After a Vikings punt, Baker Mayfield takes over in Vikings territory as he's going to look to rush for the first down, but he's going to get stripped. After the Vikings were forced to punt once more, Baker Mayfield looks to go deep. This time he's going to hook up with Corey Coleman, who's going to go almost all the way. Shoestring tackle is going to save the Vikings season. At which point, the Vikings are going to deny the Browns not once, not twice, but 3 times on the goal line, as the Browns can't figure out an answer to the Vikings goal line defense. After yet another Vikings punt, the Browns are going to take over looking for a little bit of insurance to add to their lead. Baker Mayfield's going to go deep. Looks like he's got him in the end zone, but a critical breakup in the end zone is going to lead to a Browns 4th and 1 controversial call when they look to run it instead of kicking the field goal, and they're going to get denied.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh! Oh my god, it hurts! Oh, it fucking hurts! What? I can't even fuck!
After the controversial 4th down call, the Vikings take over. Dalvin Cook is going to receive the handoff. He's going to take this ball all the way down into Browns territory. That's going to set up in just a few plays the Vikings game-winning field goal opportunity. Viking fans can all but hold their breath as they watch their kicker try to attempt to win this game and give the Vikings their 3rd Super Bowl and 3rd AGS title in 5 seasons. The kick is up. And it's good. The Browns have lost. The Vikings have won. The Vikings, 3-time AGS champions. They've once again are celebrating as the best team in AGS. Couldn't have been a more exciting game. Much to be made of the 4th down call that just did not go the Cleveland Browns' way. What a celebration for Minnesota.